stories about JC, but I'm not going to share any. Most of them involve embarrassment on my end. There's some kids. She is good at making me embarrassed, so we're going to just say that. She's the funniest, goofiest, most loving girl I've ever been around. She's cheered her entire life and loved every minute of it. JC has been with me all 3 years now, coached for many girls, and I'm so thankful for that. This year she was the spirit captain and did such a great job. Next we have Brooklyn Petty.
Brooklyn is quite possibly the definition of a cheerleader. She's hyper-focused, dedicated, and determined when it comes to cheer. This year, Brooklyn was my game day captain, and she helped the sidelines run so smoothly. She can light up any room and will continue to bring the qualities that made her a great cheerleader to her future career. My last senior is Macy Ragland. She was my materials captain this season and brought tons of material to our team each practice. She is just the steadiest person I've ever met. I can rely on her for absolutely anything, and I just need her calm all the time. She'll continue cheering this next season as a PJC Dragon. My juniors this season were Kaylee Harrison, Ellie Lane, and Lena Ayad. Kaylee will always be the cheerleader that pushed the most weight. She was the muscle we needed most of the time. She fought tooth and nail to participate through an injury and was so upset with me whenever I couldn't let her. She is so strong and determined. Lena flipped her way through the season, scaring me to death most of the time. She is a gymnast and one of the most graceful tumblers that I've ever seen. She transfers every single skill she has ever slaved over in the gym to cheer. Ellie was my junior captain this year. She radiates leadership and handles organizing and planning for a team like a champ. She assisted every captain in their role as a co. I had 3 sophomores this season, Kylie Pry, McKaylee Bateman, and Malia Hayes. These 3 girls are the goofs of our team. They're all 3 fun to coach. Kylie would always think she couldn't do flips when she could. McKaylee would always say, I will do it all the way on the day of. And she would, but never during practice. And Malia would always help me keep McKaylee in line. But that also meant Malia was being goofy with McKaylee. They are very special to me. I'm so excited that I'll have more time with all 3 of them. My freshman this year was Jamijah Sampson. She had a first great season, and she really did a wonderful job for her first year. I had 7 girls selected by the Paris News for All Red River Valley Cheer. This year we had 2 returning All Red River Valley cheerleaders, Macy Ragland and Kylie Pry. And we had 5 new joining the recognition, Lena Ayad, Alyssa Gilbert, Ellie Lane, Brooklyn Petty, and JC Phipps. Thank you girls for a great season. And next up will be Coach Banker.
Recognizing these should be in order.
Okay, you gonna hand them to me, right?
I'll do my best.
We'll wait for it.
You got a minute. You got a minute.
How we doing?
How are y'all doing tonight? All right. If you played football this year, if you will come line up here in front of the stage throughout this, and then I'll walk you through it. All right, now I feel a little bit more comfortable being around my people right here. All right. First, I'd like to say thanks to Mr. Morrison, the school board, and the administration for making all this possible. I'd like to thank you, the parents, because without you establishing a strong base at home, it's allowed these young men to be great at what they do. And a special thank you to Coach Shane Fletcher leading the way this season. All right, this season we didn't just play football, we made history here at Honey Grove ISD. Through adversity, through challenge after challenge, this team rose above and etched its name into the legacy of Warrior football. We won 12 games, tying the second most in a single season in school history. And not only did we break the school record for points scored in the season with 555, we broke our own record that we set just last year. But we weren't done. We won 3 playoff games, something that had not been done here in 55 years. Coach Mack was a young boy then. Winning those 3 playoff games, only the second time in school history that a team's ever done that. And we did it all with 5 different quarterbacks taking snaps. Because of injury, yes, but also because of grit, toughness, and the next up man mentality. We brought home a district championship. We did it by beating those Delta County Pups. When I think about Warrior football history, I think about the teams of the late 60s and the early 90s. I think about their grit, their pride, and their success. And I'll tell you right now with all my heart, this team stands right alongside those legendary groups. You earned it, and I promise you fans will be talking about this team for many years to come. And how about this? 6 all-state players. 6. That's the most in school history in 1 year. Three of them are moving on to play college football. They're not done writing their stories yet. And this season, we watched a young man do something truly special. He scored his 100th touchdown for Honey Grove. That's 100 touchdowns, Mr. Rylan Morse. This team is special. You don't just play through a season like this. You live it, you remember it, and you carry it with you forever. Thank you, Warriors, for a season we'll never forget. Now we'll start recognizing these young men one at a time. First one, Jaden Galindo. Not here. Not here. All right, come down on this end where I'm at. Grant Cheney. Rudolfo Santabanez. Corey Dyer. Axel Sanchez. Zach Wolf. Y'all can have a seat once you get your certificate. Blue McMorris. Andrew Womack. Jefferson Rodriguez. Andrew Finney. Braxton Wiggins. Giovanni Jaramillo. Cannon Hebron. Not here. Aiden Finney. Laramie Williams. Not here. Braxton Ford. Jack Bryant. Cash Rickman. Wade Towery.
John Woodson.
John Woodson. Not here. DeRay Lopez. Sawyer Price. Cord Butler. Cord was academic all-district. Laz Asbury. Laz was honorable mention all-district corner and academic all-district. Cyrus McMorris. Cy was honorable mention all-district defensive tackle. Antonio Torres. Antonio was honorable mention all-district offensive line and all Red River Valley second team offensive line. Dre Pat. Dre was honorable mention all-district receiver and corner, academic all-district, and all Red River Valley second team receiver. Mr. Rylan Morris. Rylan was honorable mention all-district running back, academic all-district, Texas sports writer, honorable mention all-state running back, all Smoky honorable mention running back, all Red River Valley offensive player of the year, Padilla Pole first team all-state running back, and all Red River Valley first team running back. You got a deck of cards right there. Mez Daniels. Mez was honorable mention all-district quarterback and all Red River Valley second team quarterback. Nephew Brady Banker. Brady was second team all-district offensive tackle, honorable mention all-district linebacker, academic all-district, and all Red River Valley second team offensive line. Keandre Boogie LaShaw. Boogie was first team all-district linebacker, all Smoky honorable mention linebacker, and all Red River Valley first team linebacker. Luke Bryant. Luke was first team all-district offensive tackle, all Red River Valley first team offensive line. Kobe Pat. Kobe was first team All-District offensive guard and defensive tackle. All Red River Valley first team O-line and D-line. Lane Foster. Lane was first team All-District wide receiver and corner. All Red River Valley first team corner. Austin Freeman. Austin was first team All-District receiver, academic All-District, and All Red River Valley first team wide receiver. Asher Price. Asher was first team All-District tight end and defensive end, academic All-District, Texas Sports Writer third team All-State defensive end, All Smoky honorable mention D-line, Padilla Pole first team All-State defensive line, All Red River Valley first team tight end and defensive end. Kendall Wolf. Kendall was District 9 Utility Player of the Year, academic All-District, and All Red River Valley first team wide receiver. Brody Mahan. Brody was District 9 Defensive Lineman of the Year, academic All-District, Texas Sports Writers second team All-State defensive tackle, All Smoky honorable mention defensive line, Padilla Pole first team All-State D-line, All Red River Valley first team tight end and defensive end.
You got a deck of cards there, Brody.
Tatum Banker. Tate was District 9 Offensive Lineman of the Year, academic All-District, Texas Sports Writer third team All-State offensive line, All Smoky honorable mention O-line, and All Red River Valley first team offensive line. Traylon Bailey. Traylon Bailey was Offensive Newcomer of the Year for District 9. All Smoky honorable mention running back, All Red River Valley first team running back, and All Red River Valley Newcomer of the Year. Nephew Mason Banker. Mason was District 9 Defensive MVP, Texas Sports Writer third team All-State linebacker, All Smoky honorable mention linebacker, and All Red River Valley first team linebacker, and Padilla Pole second team All-State linebacker. Levi Beavers. You're gonna have to stand up here.
You better get some help to carry these back to Sam. Oh, yeah? You probably can't hold them.
Levi was District 9 District MVP, academic All-District, Texas Sports Writer first team All-State linebacker, All Smoky Utility Player of the Year, All Smoky first team linebacker, All Red River Valley MVP, Padilla Pole first team All-State linebacker, All Red River Valley first team quarterback and linebacker. Now Coach Lance Smith for cross country.
You know I couldn't leave here without saying something. I need this senior class football guy to stand up for me. Senior class football, stand up for me. I'm going to keep this quick. You guys, you're lifesavers. You're lifesavers. I appreciate you, man. You helped me through some hard times. If it hadn't been for your faith-driven brotherhood, I wouldn't be alive right now. You're the biggest group having impact on saving my life. Honey Grove, thank you. Thank you, administration. Thank you, school. Thank you, everybody in this room. Helped me through what I've been through. And me and my God is going to whip this. But you seniors, I love you to death, man. You are faith-driven brotherhood. I owe my life to you. I owe my life to you. Seniors, remember that, okay? I love you, man.
All right, I've got a couple thank yous. I want to say thank you to the administration, thank you to Todd, and we're always so well supported and so well looked after. And I've always just been super honored to work in the district alongside Mr. Morrison and all that he does in our community. And I think leadership starts from the top. I'd like to thank my brother. He's a coach at heart, and I don't know if he's here tonight, but I go to him all the time, early and often, for advice, and he's been instrumental in that. I'd like to thank Coach Cunningham, Brent Cunningham. I can't say enough about him. He was instrumental to helping this year. He was instrumental to building a really special group of boys, and they had a spectacular season, and he was instrumental in that. I've got quite a few to thank, but I'm going to save a lot of them for whenever I come back up here in a few. Cross country was a great season. I'd like to congratulate the team on that. We made a ton of progress this year. We continued to move toward our goals as a program, things that we had set forth. Sometimes it takes a couple of seasons. You've got to map out your long-term success and what you'd like to see happen. And it's not uncommon for that to take a couple of seasons. And I'm really pleased with our progress overall this year. And we've had a number of athletes who had great performances on the season. So we're really excited to see what the future is going to hold there. Before I pass out the certificates, I've got two athletes I'd like to recognize in particular. These are our top finishers for both the boys and the girls. Our top finisher this year for the girls was Caitlin Clark. She really showed a lot of promise. She's only a freshman, and she's a very talented runner. She narrowly missed out on a trip to the regionals, and I suspect that her best races are really yet to come. Our top boy this year, senior athlete, Rodolfo Santabanez. He really had a breakthrough season. We knew he was talented. We knew he could do it. He qualified for regional. It was a very competitive field. He posted the 5th fastest time in our school history. If you look out there in the hallway, his name is now on the record board among some really talented athletes. That lands him among some of the best our school has had. We're very, very proud of his accomplishments this season. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start calling out our participants. So when I call your name, just come on up and we'll hand you your award. Kaylee Harrison. Alyssa Gilbert. Caitlin Clark. Shaylee Rich. Some of these are not going to be here. Riley Murray. Wyatt Ellis. Andrew Womack. Byron Finney. Pedro Aguilan Jr. Pedro, Cord Butler. Braxton 4. Wade Towery. Alexander Aguilon. Timo Hahn. And Rodolfo Santabanez. I'll be really quick and then I'll turn this over to Coach. It's cross country. I'm going to speak to you just a couple of minutes and I'm going to close by challenging you. You know, there's a saying that gets passed around when it comes to running in general. And the saying says, the hay is in the barn. And you only get to say that if the hay is truly in the barn. Expression, it comes from the idea that farmers and ranchers, they have to put in the hard work early in the year so that when the winter hits, they've got all that they need to survive. You cannot counterfeit that. You can't get by and, fake the reality that's before you. Either the person has truly stored up the hay in the barn and they can have great confidence in their hard work, or they'll be faced with the harsh reality that the barn is empty. If you consider the analogy, you soon realize that you either trained hard or you didn't. Any seasoned farmer or rancher will tell you when the first sign of winter begins to show, and you don't have any hay in the barn at that moment, it's entirely too late. You can't do anything about it. So cross country, I'm going to challenge you to start right now. Right now. The barn is empty at this moment. There has to be something done about it. Summer's the time to fill the barn, and if you think about this deeply, and if you commit to it, what are your dreams? What do you really want to accomplish? Well, when the signs begin to show and the hard race is upon you, and it's right around the corner, you'll know whether you put the hay in the barn or not. And I'm going to challenge you to fill up the hay. Coach Lane, girls basketball.
All right, good evening. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight and help recognize our student athletes and our athletic teams. Before I get to girls basketball, I want to recognize and thank several people. First of all, I want to thank our parents, our community, for always coming out to support us. We appreciate that. I also want to thank our administration, Todd Morrison, our school board. We appreciate you guys always make sure we have what we need. I want to thank our coaches, Coach McKnight, Coach Smith, Coach Perry for helping with basketball. I want to thank Shannon McGuire for always helping with spring league, summer league. And I want to thank Tomahawk. Scotty, you guys do a great job. All right, we appreciate that. I know there's a lot of people that they don't live here and they get the opportunity to watch, our young athletes play. And we all appreciate that a lot. All right. Let's start the JV girls basketball. Ladies, y'all are here. Come up, get your certificate. Micaiah Chambers. I think she's here. Caitlin Clark. Nariah Mason. Gracie Loftus. McKaylee Bateman. Lily Howe. Jada Jones. Malia Hayes. And Tori Brock. It's a tough, scrappy group of JV girls. Showed up every day, practiced hard, got better, improved, had a great season. I think they finished second in district. It's our 2024-25 JV girls. Now I want to introduce varsity girls basketball. Girls, can y'all come up, stay on the stage after you get your certificate, please. Start off with Journey Red. Journey here. I think Journey is not here. Serenity Candidate, come on up. I know you're here. Serenity was honorable mention all district. She's academic all district, and she was second team all Red River Valley. She actually missed the first part of the season. She had a knee injury, but man, when she came back, she helped immediately. Lily Mahan, sophomore. Lily was honorable mention all district, academic all district. She is our muscle. She is strong. She is a physical player, rebounding machine. Lila Lane, sophomore. Lila was second team all district. She's academic all district. She was first team all Red River Valley. She does a great job on defense. She does all the little things that coaches like our players to do. She's just a well-rounded player. Peyton Norris. Peyton was honorable mention all district. She's academic all district. Peyton and Lily, they both play our 5 position. So Peyton gets the duty of guarding the tallest player on the other team, which, you know, we play some really tall people. So she always draws that toughest assignment. Ellie Lane. Ellie was honorable mention all district. She's academic all district. She's first team all Red River Valley. She's a smart player, typical coach's kid. Good leader out on the floor. Inslee McGuire. Inslee was first team all district. She's academic all district. She was all Red River Valley first team. She was also awarded all Red River Valley comeback player of the year. She is a fighter. She is a fighter. She has overcome a lot this year. We'll talk about a little bit more of that here in a minute. Abigail. Abigail is academic all district. Great teammate. Always has a positive attitude. Typically, if you see Casey, you're going to see Abigail. Blair Odom. Blair is an academic all district. She is one of the best teammates, one of the most positive players that I've ever seen. And before the night's over, she'll probably have more certificates than anybody, because if she didn't play the sport, she was probably being either the water girl or the manager or the assistant coach. And lastly, Casey Woodard. Casey had a huge year for us. She was District Offensive Player of the Year. She's academic all district. She was all Red River Valley Co-Offensive Player of the Year. She's a 4-year starter, 4-year varsity player. She scored her 1,000th point this year. She never missed practice. She's dependable. She was here. Every time we had, summer conditioning, or we played in the spring or the summer, she's here. You can count on her. And, that's why she was so successful this year. It translates over. This is a very resilient group, and we found that out this year. Starting with Inslee, when Inslee was in ICU at Children's at the beginning of the year, we weren't worried about basketball. We just were worried about her being healthy. As soon as the doctor released her, we knew that, she was going to play, even though she was nowhere close to being 100%. But, she has great teammates. They rallied around her, and they picked up slack. We had several people get hurt this year, but just like football, the mentality of the next person up, we did the same thing. The next girl, stepped in and played. Really proud of this group. They held together. Any type of obstacles that came our way. Finished the year with over 20 wins, district runner-up, and for the third consecutive year, we made the playoffs. More importantly, we thank God that Inslee is a lot better right now, and she's getting healthier. Again, I just want to thank you guys for coming out tonight and helping us honor the 2024, 2025 athletes. Thank you, guys. Coach Garner, you're up next.
Yeah, he's coming. Get your thing up there. I'm kind of going to be like my founding father of university I went to, Oral Roberts. He said, I'm going to keep my prayers short. I'm going to try to keep this thing real short. Honey Grove Golf. We had basically 2 weeks to get to district. Twofold problem: extended basketball season and poor scheduling by the district chair of Celeste, Texas. But we got in it. These guys had fun. I wish we had a home course to play on. I was talking to Scotty earlier. I wish they had a course to grow up on and play. They'd be a lot better, but it is what it is. We only had one girl. I knew we were in trouble the first tournament we played. She showed up in the van. She walked on the van, got on the van. I was like, where are your clubs? She's like, we got to have clubs? I'm like, yes, you have to have golf clubs to play golf. So we went to the middle school and got her some clubs out of the closet, and she played. Riley Murray. Not here. The boys. We had fun. That was the most important thing with this bunch. We did have a team of 5, which, that was an accomplishment in itself. Unfortunately, we didn't place anybody to regional. I see Brody laughing. Tate Banker, come on down. Brady Banker, come on down. Lane Foster, come on down. Good job. Good job. And Braxton Wiggins, come on down. Braxton filled in this year, and he did a great job as a first-year player. I told him, I said, I see a little potential in him, so maybe he'll stick with it and work hard this summer and get a spot in regional tournament somehow. Good job.
Thank you, Coach.
This last individual, when he first started, I'm like, oh my goodness, we're at about a plus 60 handicap. And in 4 years, he erased that handicap a lot. From a 140, give or take, to down below 100. I know we wanted to get in the regional tournament. And if you keep on improving 10 strokes a year, I think he's going to be a scratch golfer. And I told him earlier, about 4 or 5 years. I'm calling it. Brody Mahan. All right, tennis. Tennis season here in Honey Grove, Texas is real volatile. Kids are doing everything, going everywhere. It's hard to get them to practice. They like to play tennis, but we have multi-sport athletes that are doing everything after school, and I obviously let the major sports take precedence and let them get in that time with their team first, because I think that's important. But we did have a full team. We've had a full team the last 5 years, and I think that's great. It's building the future for a tennis program here, and I hope the younger levels will keep going with it, and this bunch will mentor those guys to stick with it. We got some beautiful tennis courts out there, and I hope to see it keep going. So let's introduce the tennis players. Letterman's, Blair Odom. Singles, girls singles. Lane Foster. Boys doubles. Keaton Toddy. Boys doubles. Zach Wolf. Boys doubles. Mads McKenzie. Mads not here. Caitlin Carl. Come on down. Girls doubles. Inslee McGuire. Girls doubles. Lily Ridley. Is Lily here? Okay. Kendall Kenny Wolf played on a good doubles team. He hates me saying that, so that's why I say it. Jack Bryant, an up-and-coming star, tennis star. I'm calling it a couple years or maybe next year. Asher Price, there every day. Come on down. I thought this guy might get to regionals, had an outside chance, didn't work out, but he improved so much in 3 years. Boys singles, Levi Beavers. Mixed doubles, Ellie Lane and Mez Daniels. Got to the finals of the second day. Good job, Ellie. You can shake her hand. And this duo, I thought they really had a good shot. They won one pre-district tournament, got second twice. They won the mixed doubles district championship. Didn't so much work out for them at regionals like we thought. We might get a 1 or 2 rounds in. But they had a great season. I'm proud of them. Luke Bryant, Casey Woodard. Good job. All right, that brings me to the basketball. Let's talk about JV. Start out rough. Not very good. Had a lot of new faces. But the one thing they had going for them is work ethic, character, and showed up every day. And midway through the season, at the end of the practice, I looked out there, and we had a 5th coach out there coaching them. Coach Kobe Pat was running practice for another 30 minutes. And I said, look at that, Coach. I said, he's out there, that's leadership skills. That's what we want in Honey Grove Athletics. Kudos to Kobe Pat. So let's talk about, that's worth clapping for. So at the end of the year, I thought they were just as good as anybody in the district. So that's a testament to their work ethic. And this guy right here, give it up, Hudson Milford. Carson Clockgather, come on down. Wade Towery, come on down. Wade not here. Wade's here. Come on down, Wade. Jack Bryant, come on down. Braxton, 4, come on down. I say 4 to him, never in the hallway, because I got a golf club in my hand. Adal Martinez, he here? Zach Wolf. Jaden Sandlin. Sandman here? Sandman not here. Eric Gamez. Eric here? Not here. And this is our 5th coach. He went back and forth from JV to varsity, helped us out on varsity a little bit. And he goes back to his leadership skills. I'm going to say JV, but he was also a varsity player, and he'll get a varsity letter. Kobe Pat. And let's move on to the varsity. We'll finish it up. We were in uncharted territory for me. 24 years, I've never had a team start off in the middle of December. One practice, one game. 1 week, district play with Whitewright. Kids were banged up, mentally, physically. They were exhausted. And I told my coaching staff, I was like, we got to get it going quick. We don't have time. We have new faces. We lost 4 guys that played a lot of minutes last year. We got to figure out something real quick. And it's a testament to these guys right here that we got it going quick, and a testament to coaching staff. We got it going. We end up 11-3 in district. We end up 16-7 overall. We were original semifinalists. Got beat by Lipan in the regional semis, and Lipan makes it to the state finals, back-to-back defending state champion. I told my staff, I said, I think we're the best Division I team out there. And I go down to San Antonio, I watch the Division I teams that made it down there. I'm like, we're better than both of them. The 2 best teams were in Division II, Lipan and Martins Mill. And I'm like, we're the 3rd best team. So, anyways, I'm harping, I'm telling them kids we're that close this year. Just one game here or there, could have been gone either way. All right, so let's get into players. Get my glasses on. Grant Cheney, come on down. Coach. Good job, Grant. Luke Bryant. Grant was all academic. Luke was all academic, all district. Lane Foster. All academic, all district. Carson Reese. All academic, all district. Keaton Toddy. Honorable mention, all district. Levi Beavers. Honorable mention, all district. First team, all River Valley. Academic, all district. 4-year starter. And I want to hold this guy up for a second. When he came in first game of the year, he was so banged up, he was peg leg, he said, Coach, I can't play. And he couldn't jump 2 weeks in about that high. If you came to our bi-district championship, he tipped one in at the rim. That's how far he came along physically, and that's how far we were behind physically. But kudos to him for sticking with it. Brody Mahan. Honorable mention, all district. Second team, all River Valley. All academic, all district. He's been our rebounder all 4 years. He shared it this year a little bit with Asher. Really came on late in the year in the playoffs. He really picked it up. Took him a little while, but he came on strong at the end of the year. Thanks, sir. Jarmez Daniels. Really had a great year. Jarmez, second team all district, second team all River Valley, academic all district, and really stepped up his game this year and helped us a lot. Thank you, Jarmez. Asher Price. First team all district, first team all River Valley, academic all district. Rebounder, shared the rebound of the year. I used to give the award. This guy showed up all summer. He'd come in there with tire marks all over him, but he showed up driving in from wherever with his boots on and said, Coach, I just need some shoes. So kudos to him, or credit to him for sticking out and really improved this year and helped us go a long way. Thanks, sir. And our last one, Rylan Morris. First team all district, first team all River Valley, first team all region, academic all district. Oh, I forgot one thing. I forgot one tennis player. Where's Austin Freeman? Austin, I don't have a certificate for you, but I'm gonna get it. But I want you to come up here. Let me tell you a quick story. He stepped up one tournament, showed up. I think Miss Hutchins came and got him out of the hallway to play tennis. He ended up going to our district tournament playing tennis, and I'm going to give him an award, but his last minute, I had these printed off a long time ago. Austin Freeman, boys doubles. I was weird. I looked at my notes. I want to end with this. I want to say thank you to Todd Morrison, for everything he's done. Hired me 5 years ago, given me all the tools we needed to be successful. Thank you to Tammy for being a friend, a confidant, and also professional. Scotty Mahan, the guy never says no. Whatever we ask of him, he's always done for me. All the behind-the-scenes stuff, like Coach Lane said, the tomahawk is unbelievable, and I cannot say enough. And thank you to the parents for putting up sometimes with me for being cantankerous on the sideline or whenever, and allowing me to coach the kids and raise up strong young men in an environment nowadays where it's hard to coach and teach like that. Lastly, my assistants. We have very talented assistant coach staff. This guy's unbelievable talent coming up, and he's got a bright future. Hudson Wilson. Drew Cunningham. Drew, stand up. Drew, that dude is here every day, early morning. He is an analytic and scouting guru. I hope him the best in his future endeavors. Carson McKnight. Guy didn't get paid, but he showed up and helped us out. I mean, that's a lot to be said about a guy who shows up, puts in a lot of his time, isn't it? Good job, Carson. I want to leave with this. My time's ended here. I felt the calling all year to finish out this year with this bunch, and my spirit was moving me all year like, your services are needed maybe somewhere else. You see you've done well. I felt God telling me that it's time for me to move on. Where that is, I don't know. But all the memories we've had here, I was telling Scotty, the trip to the Tulsa team camps. Shannon, I got a little story to tell you later about the van. I'm not going to say it out loud, but we'll tell you later. And all the trips and the fellowship we had at Bonham Brahms. We went to Brahms like 800 million times.
That's because they let the bus drivers eat free.
That's because they let the bus drivers eat free. So, I mean, those are memories that you can't take away. Forget the X's and O's. It's memories that you're going to cherish. All this record stuff and how far it's the relationships you build that you remember. And this, I want to leave you with this right here real quick because I know my time's limited. Make each day your masterpiece, and this is something I try to adopt. You kids, make each day your masterpiece every day. Drink deeply from good books, especially the Bible, every day. Make friendship a fine art because it's important, because time's living, time's precious. Make friendship a fine art. And lastly, have gratitude and thankfulness every day for what you've been given, the health you've been given, and your blessings. And I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you and God bless.
They should be in order. All right, y'all give it up for Tomahawk Sports Media. All right, this year for powerlifting, Both our boys and girls team showed exceptional dedication and determination. Their hard work paid off. Both teams, boys and girls, were runner-ups at regionals this year. What's truly inspiring is the level of commitment these athletes show. They show up early before school, some come late after school, and a lot come on days off. All this to get stronger, to push themselves to be better for their team and their goals. On the girls' side this year, we made history. For the first time ever at Honey Grove, we had a state champion, Miss Sonora Flowers. She wasn't alone on the state stage. Two more girls qualified and competed at the state meet, representing our program with pride and strength. The boys also had a standout season. One of our lifters earned a third-place medal at the state meet, and another qualified and competed as well. We had 8 boys qualify for the regional meet. On the girls' side, we had 5 lifters qualify. 2 of those were crowned regional champions. This season was a testament to what hard work, consistency, and heart can achieve. I couldn't be more proud of these athletes and what they've accomplished. I think Sonora came up here a little early. But Sonora Flowers was our regional champion, state champion, and elite team academic all-state. Lily Mahan was regional champion and a state qualifier. Miss Avery Reese. Avery was the regional runner-up and also a state qualifier. Brooklyn Petty. Brooklyn finished 3rd place at regionals and was first team academic all-state. Hannah Fletcher. Hannah finished 3rd place at regionals as well. Chloe Walker. Chloe was the elite team academic all-state. Now on the boys' side, Dre Pat. Dre was regional champion, state qualifier, finishing 3rd, and elite team academic all-state. Jaden Galindo. Jaden was the regional runner-up and a state qualifier. Brody Mahan. Brody had a 3rd place finish at regionals and was 2nd team academic all-state. Tate Banker. Tate finished 3rd at regionals and was elite team academic all-state. Mason Banker. Mason Banker was a regional qualifier. Brady Banker. Brady was first team academic all-state. Axel Sanchez. Axel placed 5th at the regional meet. Kobe Pat. Kobe was a regional qualifier. Cyrus McMorris. Cy finished 5th place at the regional meet. Other members of the team, Weston Trulock, Jefferson Rodriguez, and Blue McMorris. All right, since Sonora jumped the gun a little bit, I'm going to talk about her a little bit. Powerlifting is a little bit different than most of these other team sports. If you're around any of those, they kind of develop their own craft in what they do. And the best ones are professionals when it comes to it. This lady right here started lifting back in August. We're practicing football. School hadn't even started. And she's coming up there to lift weights on her own. That way that she can reach the pinnacle, which she did as the first ever state champion girl for Honey Grove ISD. Mr. Lance Smith.
Did with my notes. All right. I had a few other thank yous. I had a cheat sheet, and I don't know what I did with it. So hopefully I don't forget some important people. I definitely want to say thank you to Coach Perry. She helped with our junior high track this year. As the same with most all of the other coaches that I could say, so many things that I would have forgotten about, and she was instrumental in helping to keep that ball rolling and help us to remember. Coach Lane, he's not going to take any credit, but he really was instrumental in the triple jump this year. And if memory serves correct, we had 3 girls at the area competition, and we had one girl in particular who set a school record and went to state and competed very well at the state meet. And so thank you, Coach, for all that you did this year with our triple jumpers and everything, top to bottom. Thank you to Coach Cunningham. Thank you to Coach Wiggins and Coach Milford. There's so many things that I could say, but one thing I thought I wanted to highlight the most, I can't tell you how many times that we were in a place and I got to watch the 2 of them, and I sat, kind of off and watching, and man, they just poured into the girls. They invested in them. They talked to them about life. They talked to them about what do you, we sat there at the hotel at State, and we had conversations about college and making life decisions, and I was so thankful for that, and that to me that's really what it's all about. So I can't thank you guys enough for that. Coach Mack, I know that I certainly speak for all of us when I can't tell you how much respect and genuine love that I have for you, and the way that you do what you do and the way that you carry yourself. Coach, you've coached me, whether you know it or not, in many ways, and I'm thankful for that, and thankful for how you poured into Angelina this year, as well as all the kids and all the girls and all the athletes, and we thank you for that, Coach, and we thank you for your time that you spent here. This is going to be tough, really is. I don't know how you describe what all has transpired over really a few seasons. There's great accomplishments that we can talk about, and we will. But there were bigger things at work than just practicing out at the track and just competing at the meets. And I thought Coach Garner did a great job of highlighting that those are the things that really stick with you, the memories that you make and the relationships that you build, and sometimes the circumstances that you overcome as a team and the things that you battle. I overheard many of our girls this season, and they wanted to express their gratitude in the best way that they knew how, and so they would simply say, all glory to God. And I think that really surmises about the best thing I think I could say tonight, is that we would genuinely pray that God would receive all of the glory and the honor. And I think that as a team, we can attest to the fact that he has really sustained us through the season, and we're grateful for that. We wanted to put something significant on the back of our shirts, something that meant something to us, and we wanted to put all glory to God, but there was not enough room, so we had to condense it, and so we landed on Proverbs 16:3 that says, "Commit your works to the Lord, and all your plans will be established." We're thankful, and I would like to call attention to the fact that he has absolutely established our plans and has sustained us all season. It was evident, and I can't describe that. I hope you understand, I mean way much more than just winning and losing. I mean way much more than just running fast and jumping high and far and throwing a great distance or vaulting to a new height. I'm thankful for the victories that we had that transcended beyond the sport. It's a curious thing to be thankful for hard times and for suffering. The psalmist wrote, "Before I was afflicted, I went astray, but now I keep your word. It's good for me that I was afflicted, that I may learn your statutes." There's a great many who've learned through difficult times, and they've learned greater reverence for God, and they've learned humility. They've developed new patience. They've developed compassion. They've developed a great trust in God when the hard times arise, and they've even began to be equipped to help others that may be going through something. And I don't mean to be up here and preach tonight, but I felt it was great importance tonight that I shared that with you. The true insight that really transpired behind the scenes, that God sustained us, and I can't really express it to you any other way than that. And we certainly give him the glory. The thought occurred to me lately that track and field is a sport that's really just full of numbers. As an example, I'm going to give you just a few. These numbers may not mean a whole lot to everybody, but they have great significance to our team. I'll be interested to see who remembers what. 21 plus 2, 21 plus 2, 22 plus 2, 72 6, 10 4, 36, 16 2.5, 35 9.75, 5 3, 12.52, 25.62, 10.9, 50.04, 49.16, 48.55. Some of these numbers reflect practice marks. Some of these numbers reflect earnings of a lot of long process and hard work. I could share a great many more, but here's a few that many wouldn't recognize until I explain them. 5 and 2. That's 5 broken school records, 2 that were tied. 5 new marks on the wall, 2 included. 4 for 4, that's the number of full invitational track meets that we participated in this year. That's the number of meets that were won. These girls won every single invitational meet on the season. 6, that's the number of athletes that will be sorely missed. That's our seniors. 3, that's 3 consecutive varsity girls district championships for this group, not to mention the junior high district championships that they have even in middle school. Countless. There are countless countless numbers of videos that I have stored on my phone through the years of practicing here and there on the track and other random places, and some of my favorite were when these girls were in middle school. I'd like to congratulate every single one of you girls on a more than outstanding season. And this is an appropriate time as any, so I want to hand out the certificates of achievement, and I'm going to have you come along and get your certificate and take a picture. We'll start with our JV athletes. Parker Jones. Avery Reese. Jocelyn Ramirez. Shaylee Rich, Nariah Mason, Micaiah Chambers, Gracie Loftus, Kenley Hallmark, Peyton Knowles, Kylie Pry, Jayla McClendon, and these were our JV athletes. I'm going to go straight on into our varsity athletes. JC Phipps, Jada Jones, Caitlin Clark, Riley Murray, Malia Hayes. A few of these have some extra certificates and accolades. I'll just go ahead and read them off when I hand them. Sonora Flowers, she's area qualifier in the long jump and the 4x4 relay. Lily Mahan, area qualifier in shot put. Casey Woodard, area qualifier in discus and shot. Macy Ragland, area qualifier in triple jump. Riley Daniels, area qualifier 400 meter 4x4. Maya Sampson, district champion in the high jump. Maya Sampson was also area qualifier in the high jump, regional qualifier in the high jump, and regional 5th place in the high jump. Destiny Bates, she's district champion in the 4x2. She was area champion in the 4x2, area qualifier in the pole vault. She was regional 3rd place amongst the 4x2 relay as well. Destiny Bates. Kaylee Harrison, she was district champion in the 4x1 relay, area qualifier in the 100 meter dash, the 4x4 relay, area champion in the 4x1, regional champion in the 4x1, and regional 3rd place in the 4x2. She was regional champion 4x1 relay, regional 3rd place 4x2 relay, state qualifier in the 4x1. Angelina Ayad, district champion in the 4x1 relay, district champion in the 4x2 relay and the 200 meter, area champion in the 4x1 relay, 4x2 relay, regional qualifier in the 200 meter, regional 3rd place pole vault, 4x2 relay, regional champion 4x1 relay, and state qualifier in the pole vault and the 4x1 relay. Inslee McGuire, district champion in the 100 meter dash, the 4x1 relay, the 4x2 relay, area champion in the triple jump, 4x1 relay and 4x2 relay, regional champion in the triple jump, 4x1 relay, regional 3rd place 4x2, regional qualifier in the long jump, state qualifier in the triple jump and the 4x1 relay. And then we've got, lastly, Alyssa Gilbert, district champion in the 4x1 relay, the 4x2 relay, area champion, the 4x1 and the 4x2 relay, regional champion in the 4x1 relay, regional 3rd place 4x2 relay, regional qualifier in the 200 meter dash, and state qualifier in the 4x100 meter relay. Before I conclude, it's really important, and I'd like to ask after they get the picture, I'd like to ask the 4 girls that competed in the relay at state if you'll come back up and just be on the stage here for me. I need to tell you a little bit about this year's 4x100 meter relay. Whether you know or not, it needs to be said. This relay consisted of Kaylee, Lena, Inslee, and Alyssa, and I'd like to present them their state meet certificates at this time. That's a tradition, and we want to keep that tradition alive. In addition to the relay, I want to make sure and highlight, Lena and Inslee both competed in their field events at the state meet as well. Did a remarkable job. The stories that could be told, Inslee in the triple jump, Lena in the pole vault, I could be up here all day, but for time's sake, I'm going to highlight the 4x1, and I'll try to make this as quick as possible. We knew that this was going to be something really special. When we rolled out to the first track meet of the year, we were at Farmersville. If you remember, it was about as good a day as you can have in February. The sun was out, the temperatures were perfect. When the dust settled, these girls showed up, and they posted a fully automatic time of 50.04. That was good enough to break the school record, and that, at the very first track meet of the year, is good enough for most years to go to state, so we knew something special. They were only getting started. As time went along, they proceeded to win every race at every invitational, no matter who we competed against. We saw some great teams along the way. There were some great times that we posted along the way. But these were all hand-timed. And if you know anything about track and field, then you don't count those as far as what goes on the wall. I had done the math, and I truly felt that there was a time that I really felt that these girls could run, and it would be blazing fast. But as time had really strung along, we hadn't seen it. And at the district meet, we were ready to run something crazy, and then the rain hit. And the time was fast, but I could see it wasn't what they wanted. Nevertheless, we took first place honors, and we were more than excited. The area meet came around. We posted another great first place finish, but yet the time still, it's important because we knew what we wanted to accomplish. These girls wanted to get below the 50-second barrier, and they wanted it really badly, and they wanted to see it fully automatic. And so they went back home, and we went out there as they had done more times than I can describe, and we prepared, and in the best way that we could. And I really felt we were poised to do something big. I expected, crunching the numbers, maybe high 49, maybe 49.7. If we really took care of business and if we really executed. Well, these girls posted at regional 49.16. I really want to put that in perspective for you because that's now the regional meet record for our region. I was standing at the top of the bleachers when they ran the time. They popped up on the big screen, and I had a hard time getting back down the bleachers because I was really shaking with such excitement. I think I was most excited to know that they saw that too. Again, I wish I could show you, but there's been a lot of time spent to earn that. They wanted it really bad. They weren't finished. We knew the state meet, we would be up against a really tough collection of teams, specifically Panhandle. I knew it was only a matter of time they would break the all-time 2A high school state record. They did. That said, we felt great confidence that we could really get out there. We talked about, we put on the back of our shirt, I forgot, put a briefcase because we said that this was a business trip, meaning, we went there not to play around. We really had something to do, and we were committed. We felt great confidence that we could post our fastest time on the season. Suffice it to say that that's exactly what happened. These girls ran a 48.55. That's the record that now stands on the wall in the foyer. And in case you haven't heard, if you go back, and you can, anybody can do this, look it up. That's one of the fastest times in 2A history for the 4x1. And what's crazy is we finished 4th place. Now that's important. It's a long walk around the state venue. That's a big stadium, and it takes a long time to get from one place to the other, and I couldn't get there quick enough. And when I finally got over there to them, all the way from point A to point B to get over to them, I was wondering the whole way, what was I going to see when I got to them? What was going to be the look on their face? And after all, that was the first and only race that these girls had lost all season. I'm not sure what they saw on my face, but I could feel that I was grinning ear to ear, as big of a smile as I could possibly make. And I was hoping that they would see how proud and ecstatic I was, because did you see the time, is what I kept saying. Thank you, Boogie. I asked them if they saw their time. I was nearly speechless. I couldn't describe it. I said, girls, did you know how fast that was? We celebrated, and, I thought, it was crazy that we didn't get some hardware. And again, when I looked back, I couldn't, I did the math. I had to. I went and I looked, I looked at the past 20 years. And over the past 20 years, they would be first place 12 times. They would have been second place 5 times. They would have medaled every time but this year and last against the same teams. The point is, I didn't seem fitting that these girls walked away without something to show for it, and that just wouldn't do. And they needed something. And I reached out to Kyle Braley, and he's one that I wanted to thank. And I wanted to thank him for all of his investment that he makes to our school and over there at Moe's Trophies and everything. And I reached out to Kyle and I said, what can we make, just to give him something special? Nothing major, nothing big. And I asked what he recommended, and he said, let's give him a relay baton. And I'm going to hand these to these girls now. Stuck to the bag. That was important. Again, it's memories, and there's some stuff on that baton. I'll be excited for them to come and show you what's on it, because to me, that's really what it's about. They get to take that home, and they get to share their families. They get to share with their kids one day, something like that. And so I'd like to close and say I'm really thankful for the support and for the love that's been shared all season long. It's really made a huge difference to us. I have to apologize, and I want to thank Inslee for sharing this with me. I was going off of what I had, but we messed something up. I don't know where it's at, maybe over there, but Lila, I'm so sorry. I need to recognize Lila Lane. Lila, come on. I should have opened these before I got up here to check and make sure, but Lila did a phenomenal job this year. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Lila, she was a 100-meter hurdler. She was triple jumper. She was 4x4 relay, outstanding athlete. And I'm going to speak this out. And you know what? Hey, this was fitting, Lila, because Lila and I have talked, and we've got some big plans. And guarantee that those things are going to come to fruition. So this is just on standby. That's what that is. All right, Coach Wiggins, come on up for boys track.
Yeah, what he said. Holy cow. Don't follow up Coach Smith when you're basically in the same sport. I tell you what, without the athletes, our job is kind of meaningless. And every time somebody talks about, coaching and stuff, man, we're in the kid business. And if you can't get kids to come out and give it all they got, we're doing this profession injustice. So I want to thank all the athletes who came out and make our jobs easy. Coach Smith is the analytical guy. He's constantly got measurements and
and these times and stuff. And I told you last year, we come out, we run hard, turn left. And listen, if you run hard, turn left over and over and over, hopefully we get faster. And a lot of these guys from that first meet in Farmersville, Coach Garner talked about having to share athletes. Half our guys were on the baseball team, so they'll come out, run hard, turn left, and then they'll go hit a baseball and turn around the bases and then get a weight workout after that, and then they may go play tennis after that. So it's a constant go, 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 go. And one of the benefits of not having school on a Monday is we can kind of stagger things out and get a practice in. And so we come in and these guys, even though they're in school on Mondays, they come and get a workout in, lift weights, and they did that year round in every sport. So thank you, athletes. And of course, every coach has pretty much mentioned it, but if you guys do not realize the importance and the power of Tomahawk Sports Media, man, every graphic is like professional quality. And that's time that us coaches, we don't have to mess with it. Scotty takes care of it. I sent him a crappy iPhone picture, and he makes it into a Picasso. And so Scotty and Becca, thank you so much for the time that you guys dedicate to our athletes and the community's athletes. Yeah. We also, Coach Smith mentioned it, when you host a track meet and you're hosting 6 different field events and you got concession stand workers and pit rakers and pole vault raisers and everything, the amount of coaches and community people and teachers and spotters and pickers and timers and runners taking stuff back and forth to the field house, it's crazy. And ever since that I've got here, the amount of support and the community help that we get when we run off these track meets, it's been unbelievable. So thank you for all the track meet worker volunteers that's made our meets. Some people beg to get in our meets, and we have to turn down people year after year because they know it's going to be ran the right way, and our facilities are very, very good. So thank you for all the track workers. Of course, all my assistant coaches and I feel like I'm an assistant coach sometimes to Coach Smith because I'll lean on him for some guidance. But Coach Mack's wealth of knowledge for 46 years being around the track game. Coach Milford, and he's a kid magnet. He's always getting around kids and making them perform their best and coming up with drills and things that make them guys better. And Coach Banker taking care of all the shot and disc down there and putting in the work to make that thing look nice. Thank you guys to all the assistants that helped me and Coach Smith out with all the field events. Last thing, coaches' wives. When you're gone to these track meets 2 different times a week for junior high track meet, high school track meets, gone to overnight trips, staying at regionals and then adding trips down to Austin and stuff, it takes away from our family, and I appreciate all the support that the coaches' wives gives us, letting us do what we love to do. All right, so without further ado, thank you. Let's rattle off some of these names. I'm going to rapid fire some of these. I know it's getting late and people's got school tomorrow. All right, here we go. Lazarus Asbury. Zach Wolf. Wade Towery. Keaton Toddy. Adol Martinez. Blue McMorris. Aiden Finney. Jack Bryant. Luke Bryant. Mason Banker. Tatum Banker. Axel Sanchez. Kobe Pat. Rylan Morris. Lane Foster. Braxton 4. Wyatt Ellis. Grant Cheney. These next athletes qualified for post-district competition, so they'll be getting a few more things read off to them. Cord Butler. He was the area qualifier in the 800 meter and the 4x400 meter relay. He was also a regional qualifier in the 800 meter relay. Not bad for a rookie freshman. All right, Mez Daniels. Mez was the district champion in the triple jump in the 4x200 meter relay. He was also an area qualifier in the 4x100 meter relay. He was a regional qualifier in the triple jump 4x200 meter relay. Andrew Finney. Andrew Finney was the district champion in the 4x200 meter relay, area qualifier in the 4x100 meter relay, and a regional qualifier in the 4x200 meter relay. Cannon Hebron was a district champion in the 4x200 meter relay, area qualifier in the 4x400 meter relay, and a regional qualifier in the 4x200. Cy McMorris, area qualifier in the discus. Dre Pat, area qualifier, 4x100 meter relay. Braxton Wiggins, area qualifier, the 4x400 meter relay. Kendall Wolf, area qualifier, 4x400 meter relay. Andrew Womack, area qualifier, 1600 meter, 3200 meter. Traylon Bailey. He was the district champion in the 4x200 meter relay. He was area qualifier in triple jump, 200 meter relay, 4x100 meter relay. He was a regional qualifier in the 4x200. And then Boogie, come on up. Yeah. This dude. Hey, if you ever need a dose of reality, Boogie. We go in district, and of course, hey, top four is the goal. Top four is the goal. And hey, survive and advance, right? Because top four go to area, then top four go to regional, and then top two go to state. And what'd you get, third district?
Yes. He doesn't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Hey, and something dumb, whatever happens or whatever, and you know, I'm like, yeah, coach, that's life. Yeah, that's life. And so, Boogie comes back to the area meet, wins it. Then he goes to the area meet, regional meet, and you know, you got prelims. He advances. And it's like, hey, you know, let's wins it. And not to mention, he also runs 300 hurdles, qualifies for area in that. And then we roll up to state. And no, so listen. He's like, all these other men, ain't no comp out here. Ain't no competition. Got this, coach. It's life. If you ain't a dog, you dog food. Hey, we're in the middle of DKR where University of Texas plays warming up. Seats 100,000 people. Coach, there's comp today. Boogie goes out, competes with the best in the state. He runs a 15:15, which is not his personal best, but it was close, on the biggest stage. And Can't be any more proud of this dude. Boogie, Keandre LaShaw, state qualifier and fourth place finisher, 110 hurdles. I believe that's all I have. So now I'm going to move it on to Coach Harris and softball.
I promise I don't have a long speech. It's short and quick. First off, thank you to the admin. Thank you to the assistant coaches that I had. Thank you to our manager, Briley. She did a great job this year with us. And most importantly, thank you to the parents. Thank you for letting me coach your kids, take your kids out, and thank you for everything you do for us. Overall, we had a really great year this year. The girls came out every day and they worked super, super hard. Every year they come to me and I ask them what their team goal is. And usually it's always the same. Let's put a ball on the wall, coach. Let's put a ball on the wall. This year we did that. We were district champs for the first time since 2018. We finished with an overall record of 26, 8, and 3. This is a huge improvement for these girls, and it also sets the record for the most wins for Honey Grove softball. This year we also made the first regional appearance since 2019, so that's a big deal for us. District awards, I can't give those out yet. Dodge City is still playing. Good luck to them. They play tomorrow night. Also, the Red River Valley Awards, those will come out soon as well. Some of the highlights for this year, as a team, we finished with 346 hits. That's huge. Our bats were big this year. We came out swinging, and we came out hitting and seeing the ball well. We had 31 home runs as a team. That's huge for softball. We scored 358 runs, and we had 80 stolen bases. So offensively, I think we did a great job taking care of business. Just some stat highlights, because I can't give out these awards or any awards yet. Sonora Flowers, she led the team offensively with a .565 batting average, 65 hits, 5 home runs, 37 RBIs, and 18 stolen bases. So that's pretty dang good. Our next one would be Gabby Finney offensively. She was second offensive. She hit .527 with 58 hits, 8 home runs, 44 RBIs, and 24 stolen bases. Pitching-wise, she threw 135 innings with 172 strikeouts. She surpassed the 400 career strikeouts this year. And then I also kudos to Riley Daniels. She hit 400 as a freshman with 12 home runs. Threw 12 shutout innings against Petrolia to help us win the area round, so that was huge for her. And then her and Gabby were also State Farm Players of the Week for us. Anna Kate, she hit .444 in playoffs, led the team in RBIs, so that was huge for us also. And then beyond that, the rest of our starting lineup hit in the 300s, and that's huge to have a successful year. So we'll go ahead and give out their certificates. They don't have their district awards on it, so it's a little bit different, but it's the best we could do. Sonora Flowers. Anna Kate Thomas. It's not taking long, is it? Gabby Finney. Raylan Pinkston. Serenity Tina Kennedy. Harley Childers, Braylee Toddy, and then Lily Mahan. Lily also sometimes forgets that she's left-handed. Peyton Norris. Riley Daniels. Tori. We also have Tori Brock. Carly Otmo. And Bailey Hallmark. And then next, Coach Lopez for baseball.
Is this thing on? Yeah, all right. Hey, that's those old man jokes, man. All right, leave me alone. Guys, it's always a pleasure to get in front of everybody here, our student athletes, to celebrate them, and then members of the community, all the time that you guys put into everything, pouring into your own kids and other people's kids, and being part of the village that it takes to get to where we're at right now. So I really, truly thank you guys. What I want to do right now is we've been celebrating all the athletes tonight, and your parents and everybody in the community has been cheering you on. So athletes, I want you to stand up, turn around, and I want you guys to give the community a round of applause. Let's do that for them. Come on. All right, you can sit down now. Guys, there's a lot of thank yous. I want to start first and foremost by thanking my wife and the coaches' wives. That is it's tough being a coach's wife. Long hours. We're gone, and they're at home taking care of things so that we can do what we love to do. And I really appreciate them. I want to thank my assistant coaches. Man, these are not just assistant coaches. These guys are like my brothers, man. I had such a fun time with these guys last year and this year. And I really do appreciate them. Mr. Morrison, Tammy, Coach Little, Coach Fletcher, I really appreciate y'all's support for this program throughout the years. It's been a blessing to have you guys behind our program and continue to be behind our program moving forward. I promised these guys I'd keep it short. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to talk about the JV ball club, and I'll call them up here. And guys, whenever I call you up, you'll come get your certificate. You'll take an individual picture, and then you'll stay down there and you'll take a group photo with Cunningham and Daniels, okay? So guys, JV baseball at the 2A level, man, it's tough. It's tough to be a JV player at the 2A level. You don't know from one year to another if you're even going to have enough to play JV games. Fortunately, we had enough guys that we could move around to be able to play some games. But then you run into this situation, well, they don't have enough this week, or there was rain, so we're only going to play the varsity game. I mean, so many games that are scheduled and lost, and games that you think you grabbed, and then all of a sudden you can't play them anymore. On top of sharing all these athletes, doing all these other sports in the spring, it's tough being a JV baseball player. But these guys that I'm going to call out here in a second, they did such a great job. They don't get told thank you enough, and that's partly my fault. But guys, our practices don't go the way that they go if they're not there helping us get better. Doing the drills and all the inter-squad scrimmage stuff that we like to do is only possible because these guys are out there getting better. I do want to say this freshman group stepped into a team that was loaded with a lot of upperclassmen. And it's a little eye-opening to see the difference between a freshman caliber player and a junior and senior caliber player. Their eyes were open. They were big. You know, they learned a lot this year just watching these guys, and they know that the gap is large and they have a lot of hard work to do. That starts this summer with Coach Daniels and summer ball. So I highly encourage all of you kids, all you JV guys to pour into that this summer and try to close that gap and replace these seniors, these 7 seniors that we'll talk about here in a minute. So as I call your name up, guys, let's give them a round of applause. Come get your certificate and then take your photo down there. Cash Rickman. Jack Bryant. I want to note that Jack Bryant was voted best fit by the ladies down there on the end of the table. Looking good, Jack. Coach Smith, you came in second. Thank you, sir. Wade Towery. B4, Braxton 4. You know, it's funny. Today I was behind Braxton at the snack machine over there, and he's putting in his debit card, and it's taking forever. And I'm like, man, it would be embarrassing if it got declined. You know, just teasing him or whatever. And I noticed on the screen he selected B4, and it just so happened to be the last snack, and it was the one that I wanted. So thanks, man.
It was good, too.
It was good. It was trail mix. I'm trying to keep the sugar intake down. Carson Clockgather. Gio Jaramillo. Jefferson is not here, but I'll say his name anyway. Jefferson Rodriguez. Guys, again, this is your JV baseball team. You know, not a lot of games in, but the value at the practice that they had, all the experience they got to gain going against guys like Brody, you know, Levi, Kendall, Mez, and all those dudes. So let's give them another round of applause. You guys take your team photo right there. So, guys, we're going to move on to the varsity baseball team. You know, unfortunately, I don't have any certificates to give because there are 2 teams that are still playing in the playoffs that they play tonight and tomorrow night and possibly Saturday. So I don't have those to give because they do have our district accolades on them. And, guys, I can't say anything specifically, but I want to let you guys know that we were extremely well represented. Every single one of our varsity baseball players got some kind of award at the district meeting, and that is the first time since I've been here that that's taken place. You know, we've got guys that have worked extremely hard to improve, you know, upon past failures and things like that. But we've made so many strides in the right direction in this program. When I first got here, you know, year 1 we won 8 district games. Year 2 we won 11. Year 3 we won 12. And this year, in a year where people were writing us off, okay, the Paris News has us finishing 3rd in that in the polls. You know, it's moving into a tough district and all of those things with the defending state champ and all that stuff going on. Guys, we were so focused on us this year that we were able to look past all of that. We won some big games in district play. You know, we beat a tough Tom Bean team that's still playing right now twice. One of them with a walk-off double play that Austin will never forget, I promise you that. Okay, he keeps talking about it every day. But my point is, guys, is we've shown improvement in our win totals, okay, winning 13 games this year in district play. And that's just a testament to how these guys have continued to work. And I've had this same group for 3+ years. So watching them grow, watching them continue to improve. I heard Coach Little say something yesterday that I also believe in. He talks about, I'm never going to ask you to sacrifice anything, okay? What he's going to ask and what I've always asked and always seen out of our guys is investment. Okay, these guys have invested into everything that they've done, and we are now getting to see the fruits of those labors. And whenever our district awards come out, you guys will be pleasantly pleased with that, and you'll get to reap those benefits. But so I'm going to call you guys up. The first guy, you're going to take this trophy, you're going to take your individual picture, and we'll just hand it to the next guy. So instead of a certificate, we'll take a picture with the trophy. Okay? I don't have stats and all of that stuff. They're over there telling me they got to get to a workout and they want to hurry things up. So I'm going to do that for them. All right? I'm going to do the underclassmen first. Ms. Daniels. Lane Foster. Zach Wolf. Carson Reese. Dookie, Andrew Finney. Team Duke. Cord Butler. Guys, the next group that I'm going to call out is our seniors. I promise you guys, it's just allergies. That's why my eyes are a little watery. I think Scotty ran away from him. Where'd he go? Is he hiding somewhere? He didn't want to. Oh, he's at the game. Okay, that's a great excuse. Gotcha. But guys, I look across over here and I see all these parents and I see these kids, and we've put so much time into getting to where we're at now. We're sad to see it end. I told these guys at the end of our playoff run that these last 4 years have been a chapter in their life. We are turning the page on that tonight, but it is a chapter. It's something that we can always go back to and reread and look at whenever things get tough. We can always come back and they're laughing at me for some reason. We can always go back and revisit those moments, and I hope that they do. It's all fun and games now, guys, but when you're sitting at a campfire at deer camp when you're 40 years old, you're going to reminisce, I promise you. So I'm going to call these guys up. If we can give them a really loud round of applause as they come up here. Brody Mahan. Braden's not here tonight, but I want a round of applause for him either way. Braden Hevron.
You've said the word 104 times.
How many? 104. Get out of here. No. Levi Beavers. K-Dub, Kendall Wolf. Big AF, Austin Freeman.
Oh my God.
Grant Cheney. And last but not least, Coy Hutchings. Guys, I'm so thankful for all the time and effort that you put into this program and help building it. It wasn't from the ground up, but it felt that way when I got here. The amount of passion and dedication that you guys have put into it has inspired me as a coach, as a father, and I greatly appreciate everything that you've done for this program. I'll end with this, guys, and I got a couple more thank yous before I leave also. I challenged this group of seniors last year to win 7 trophies. Guys, winning one trophy is extremely difficult. Okay, it's extremely difficult. Winning 7 is ridiculous, but we were on the cusp of it. So we made that a goal. We were 1 short last year, okay? This year, we were able to get 7 trophies. We have 4 in football, 2 in basketball, and 1 in baseball. That is an outstanding accomplishment for these seniors. I believe we added it up, guys. They've got over 11 trophies as a group. That's amazing. So let's give them, couple thank yous. I do want to thank Scotty and Becca Mahan and Mr. and Mrs. Wolf. I really appreciate all the things that you guys did. Uh-oh. All right. I appreciate you guys very much. I'm fighting back every emotion I have right now. This is probably the home plate that I should have put down at the field a long time ago. But guys, let's give them one more round of applause, and thank you guys so much for everything that you've done for our program. Let's go take a picture.
that outfit at the Don Johnson garage sale? Does Perry Como know that you're wearing his shoes? Okay, I just want to once again thank you guys for coming out and honoring these kids. And, you know, I told you at the start, there was a lot of winning that took place this year. And I hope we didn't keep anybody out past their bedtime. But one thing I feel it's important to recognize all the kids for all that they accomplished. And so when you start trying to do that and you put it into one sports banquet, you know, it's a couple of hours long. But when you look, there was a lot of kids got their names called out for a lot of different accomplishments. And that's special, and that's a testament to the community, it's a testament to the parents and the kids, the administration, and everybody for all the support and all that they've done. But like I said, there was a lot of winning that took place. Okay? Coach Fletcher, you know, we thank you for that, and good luck in your new ventures. And I know I've got big shoes to fill, but there was a lot of winning that took place, and I'm, you know, just want to recognize these kids for that, and I feel, you know, it need to be a special night for them. Before we leave, Alyssa Gilbert needed to say something.
Hey, real quick, I'm so sorry.
I just wanted to say something short and sweet. Coach Smith, you have been one of my biggest motivators. You're passionate about what you do, and it shows. You have pushed me to become the best version of myself, both personally and athletically, and you have done this for the entire team. You have always believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. You have always pushed us past our limits, even when we would lay out on the track after only three reps of 200s. You know our potential, and you helped us get there. You want the absolute best for all of us, and your mind is always running, trying to think of ways to help us get better. Thank you for every side story you have told, every word of encouragement, and for never letting us settle for just good enough. I will not be the athlete I am today without you. Anyone can coach a great athlete, but a great coach creates great athletes. And that's why, Coach Smith, we want to give this to you because you are the real MVP. You come up here, please.